So up first and to my right, you'll be seeing the Prime adductor machine. Now, this machine was excellent, especially in the shortened range. Obviously, with the Prime pieces of kit, you get to change the resistance profile to where it gets hard, and where you would like for the exercise to get hard. So, yeah, this one really, really good. Yeah, just felt really, really nice in that shortened position. And if you have that piece of kit in your gym, definitely use it. I always start with calves and then adductors in my leg sessions. So, adductor on the Prime, first up, beautiful piece of kit. So, following on from the adductor, you'll be seeing my seated hamstring curl. Again, another piece of Prime kit. My goal was to use as much Prime kit as I can because I know that I think Prime is the best piece of kit you can get. But yeah, that Prime seated leg curl, absolutely unreal. Yeah, I did not like though the positioning of where your body is. So it kind of felt like you were laying down. I know that is to get more of a contraction in the short end and to be able to really tuck it in. But for me, I don't know. I didn't like that positioning. I prefer the Life Fitness seated hamstring curl, if I'm honest, and in my opinion. But yeah, really really nice piece of kit. So I did two sets on the seated, and then I did a set on the lion hamstring curl, and that felt really really nice. At first, I had to play around with it because I kind of didn't know where my feet should be. I had to adjust a few things, but yeah, in the end, felt really nice. What I like about Prime is the fact that they're seating and the machines, they're actually quite cushioned, so you feel quite nice. And like for me, when you do train legs and if I'm using that, my quads, I kind of want them to be comfy rather than something digging into them. That's why I really like how flat and how cushioned the machine actually was. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for that. Right, now this is where it gets interesting, the leg extension. Now, the best leg extension I've ever used in my life. Zero back pain. Usually I get a lot of lower back pain from doing leg extensions, which is weird, but this machine in particular, smooth as. And that is something I will say about Prime, is their pieces of kit just feel so damn good. So yeah, I was super happy with the Prime leg extension, so I'm definitely recommending that to anyone, and I'll be using that again whenever I get the chance to. Next up, the hack squat. Now, this hack squat here was very, very heavy. I loaded up two plates on each side. Thought, I could do this. I've done 180 before on a hack squat, and I tried it. I did one rep. I was like, no chance, no chance. Obviously, I'm dieting. That won't help. But it was a very heavy machine, if I'm honest. So I got a plate each side and a 10 plate. It will do a stimulus at the end of the day. I didn't want to fuck myself over, and I actually wanted to get some quality reps, as hack squat is my main movement. Then following on from that, we had the leg press. Now the leg press, I don't usually do a leg press in my training. Usually I do a hip press, sort of similar. Pretty much is the same when I am at Whitney at home. But this leg press was recommended to me by someone in the gym, and I used it because I went up to him and said, one piece of kit, which one would you recommend? This one here was absolutely unbelievable, and I cannot stress how good of a machine that was. Everything felt fine. Could get the deepest range of motion I could. Loaded up three plates on there, I think, for my top set. And last but not least, we have the pendulum. Now, the pendulum, by far the smoothest machine I've ever used in my life. It was the Atlantis one, and I've never felt a machine feel so smooth from A to B. Felt like you was doing no weight almost. And then when you put on two plates, it does feel it is heavy. And the bloke who actually recommended it to me, he said, if you can do two plates, that is a good quality set, and a good weight to put on that machine, as by itself it is quite heavy. But if I'm honest, genuinely the best machine I've ever used for legs. And if I had that in my home gym, I so would use that, as yeah, like I said, smoothest machine. Took two plates for a spin, and it felt very very good. So yeah, really really happy with that. And then to the right of me, you'll be seeing the pump shots from that session. Pump was full. We've had two refeed days, so today's the second refeed day, and I think that definitely helped towards the pump today with my legs. My legs are always quite full; they're my best body part, but yeah, really, really happy with how they're looking today. Yeah, felt really, really good. So if you have enjoyed this video, please drop it a like, please comment, please subscribe. Also in the comments, if you've watched this far, have you ever been to an Ultraflex? Let me know. And if you haven't, get there. Peace out, people.